So here's the thing about AI in the workplace. It's not some far-off future event. It's already here, right now. And whether your company has some grand plan or not, this transformation is happening, a lot of times from the ground up. The real question isn't if it's happening, but are you leading it or is it leading you? Today, we're going to break down how you can get a handle on this chaos and actually turn it into a massive advantage.
Right now, in pretty much every company you can think of, AI adoption feels a bit like the Wild West. You've got individual employees, different teams, all experimenting with tools like ChatGPT to get their work done faster, better. And a lot of times, it's happening completely under the radar.
Let me just ask you this, and be honest. Do you think your coworkers are using AI to help draft emails or analyze some data or even write a bit of code? The answer is, oh yeah, almost certainly yes. This kind of bottom-up adoption is spreading like wildfire, way faster than most companies can even think about creating official rules for it. And here's where it gets really weird. It turns out, in companies that have very little official support for AI, individual use is actually at its highest. Get this, a staggering 52% of employees are using it on their own, compared to just 23% where the company is actually encouraging it. That gap, that is the heart of the Wild West problem. You've got all this innovation happening, but without any guidance, it's just chaotic, and it can be pretty risky.
Okay, so how do you wrangle this chaos? How do you take all that rogue energy and turn it into a structured, powerful force for good? Well, it's not about shutting it down, that's for sure. It's about channeling it. And to do that, you need a special team of experts, what I like to call the transformation trio.
And this is the crucial point. Getting AI adoption right is never, ever an accident. It's a deliberate, huge transformation that absolutely needs a structured plan. You need specific people in specific roles, all working together to connect the big picture strategy with what's actually happening day to day.
First up, you've got the PMO, the Project Management Office. Think of these folks as the governor. They are laying down the law for AI. They set the standards, they provide the governance, and they keep an eye on all the AI projects to make sure everything's consistent and that the company isn't taking on a bunch of unnecessary risk.
Next, we have the TMO, the Transformation Management Office. These are your strategists. The TMO is all about the big picture. They make sure every single AI project actually serves the company's main goals. They're like the architects of this long-term change, figuring out how to weave AI into the very fabric of the organization.
And finally, you have the project professional. This is your boots-on-the-ground leader, the person who actually gets stuff done. They take this strategy from the TMO and the rules from the PMO, and they make the AI projects a reality, managing everything from the initial plan all the way to delivery.
And here's how they all click together. You see, the TMO sets the vision, the PMO builds the guardrails, and the project professional drives the car. It's this perfect collaboration that turns a bunch of scattered, rogue experiments into one powerful, unified transformation. You take one piece away, and the whole thing kind of falters. All right, so this dream team is assembled. What do they actually do? Well, they don't just wing it. They follow a very clear 5-stage playbook to guide the company from, what's this AI thing, all the way to full-scale adoption. Let's walk through it.
So the journey kicks off with step 1, exploration and strategy. This is where you figure out the why. What's the business case? What's even possible? From there, you move to planning and design, where the actual roadmap gets built and the rules are set. Then comes the really fun part. Step 3, pilot and implementation. This is where you test your ideas in the real world. That's followed by evaluation and optimization, where the team looks at the results and tweaks things to make them better. And finally, step 5, scaling and institutionalization. This is where the successful pilots get rolled out across the entire company.
Now, a really key thing to remember here is that this is not like installing new software on your computer. A massive 85% of AI projects need a ton of experimentation. It's much more like a science project, really. It requires a culture that's okay with learning, with trying things, and yeah, even with failing sometimes on the path to getting it right.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. This journey sounds great, but it is not easy. To do this right, you have to navigate some pretty significant hurdles that can stop even the best plans dead in their tracks.
And the biggest hurdle is often the one nobody sees coming. Just getting your data ready, that alone can eat up to 80% of the total project time. 80%. I mean, imagine trying to teach an AI about your company's sales when your data from Europe uses totally different formats than your data from North America. That's the kind of monumental cleanup job we're talking about.
The challenges really fall into three main buckets. You've got those data hurdles we just talked about, quality, access, all that fun stuff. Then you've got the people problems, resistance to change, not having the right skills. And finally, you have the tech issues, like trying to plug these shiny new systems into your old creaky infrastructure.
But look, technology is only half the battle. The other half? It's the people. A full 63% of executives say a lack of skills is one of the main things holding them back. This transformation isn't just about code and algorithms. It's about training your entire workforce and managing the huge cultural shift that comes with a totally new way of working.
So, you might be thinking, wow, this sounds really, really hard. Is it even worth it? And the answer is, oh yeah, absolutely. Because the payoff for companies that actually pull this off is enormous. They get what we call the trailblazers advantage.
So to really see what I mean, let's define two groups. First, you have the trailblazers. These are the companies that go all in, using AI in more than half of their projects. Then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got the explorers. They're way more cautious, using AI in less than 15% of their projects.
Now check out the difference in their results. It is just staggering. Trailblazers report a big positive impact on project quality 91% of the time. For explorers, just 40%. It's the same story for managing project scope. 87% for the trailblazers versus 34% for the explorers. I mean, this isn't just a small improvement, it's a fundamental, game-changing leap in performance. That is the reward for taming the Wild West.
So it all comes down to one final question, and this one's for you. As AI keeps changing everything, is your organization acting like a trailblazer, grabbing this new power and running with it? Or is it still an explorer, just cautiously watching from the sidelines while that Wild West unfolds all around it? The choice you make is going to define your future.